Hello, my name is Mask Raccoon or Matt R. Weeks, and we are back with my attempt at Vahisha Taknai's Drifter Challenge House 1. Last episode, Rusty, my little drifter here, managed to scrounge together enough funds for a bed and a shower, so he's moving on up in the world. But I did make a poor choice of where to end because at the moment, all he's really going to be ending up doing at the start of this episode, which is a horrible way to start it, is finish up eating and go to sleep. But I am going to do one thing real quick here. I went into his inventory off camera and sold off most of the harvestable things that he gathered up during the day, and we're trying to get to 500 because that is, I think, the price of the cheapest TV. We're gonna try and get him one because we're going to try and help his fun motive is very abysmal at the moment. And so we're going to try and bring that up by buying him a television because in my testing Sims 4, I learned, and I love this feature, that they can multitask. So they can do things like eat food and watch TV at the same time, which takes care of two motives at once. So we're going to quickly, let's see, we have three frogs. The leaf frog is only worth 10, so I'm probably just going to sell that one right off the bat because it's not worth a whole lot. And we will breed the sunflower and the striped dirt frog and see what we get. And we got another striped dirt frog. So we're going to sell one of those two. And that gets him to 520, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, just enough for that TV. You'll notice off camera I also placed his hot dogs back in the family inventory because I'm not quite ready to uh, be spending a ton of money on food if he doesn't have to. Because he still only has, after buying this, he'll only have 20 simoleons to his name at the moment. And I hope he can watch it with it sitting on the ground like that. I've never actually tested that out, but I would assume it works just fine. And so we are going to have you, let's watch a movie. Um, The Clumsy Sisters. Well, let's see. That might be amusing. Well, I know you're needing some amusement. I just had you turn on the TV, you little. And yes, I know you're tired. So let's finish eating and watch your television and. Let's see. Oh, you don't like my choice of a movie? This is looking rather like a female uh, version of the Three Stooges from what I can see on the TV. But I think we are accomplishing our goal of bringing his fun motive up. Not a whole lot, it's very slow, but sleep. Let's see. We'll speed it up and speed through his movie so he can go to bed. And we'll pause real quick. What is this? Um, Boring movie. You could call that movie the sleeper hit of the year. Emphasis on sleeper. Well, I'm sorry you didn't like the movie, Rusty. But at least his fun motive is now yellow instead of red like it was. So he's not in a fantastic mood, but it's a whole lot better than it was. And I'm gonna need to get you a sink or a garbage can pretty soon here, boy, because I hate to have your lot covered in dishes with green clouds of stink coming off of them. Whoop, and he's up and off for work. Probably had him out doing stuff just a little bit too late yesterday, but um, his performance is excellent, so that's not a bad thing. He is tense. He'll need to do something fun when he comes home. And I pinned a whim he had at the start of the day. Oh, hey, promoted to art book collector. Rusty has been promoted to art book collector. He will now make an additional 2 simoleons per hour. Okay. For a grand total of 23 per hour, he also received the following bonus plus 422 in money, picture perfect art lighting, research art reference on the computer. His next shift is Wednesday at 9 a.m. Yeah. So he got a promotion. He's got 610 funds, so that's not bad. You did a good job today, Rusty. Um, he's in a horrible mood. I did pin a whim he had when I started off recording. I pinned it just before I started recording for leveling up in gardens. So we're gonna have him write in journal. I wish you did, but you don't have a bookcase or a computer at the moment. We're gonna have him watch another movie, and I know he absolutely hated the movie I had him watch yesterday. Uh, Sims of the Dead, sure. But that way we'll get his fun motive up, and then we'll have him do a little gardening because he wants to. He had a whim for leveling his garden skill up, and you know, I figure that's a good wish for him to do. And like I said, purposefully saved some of his stuff so that he could garden. And while he's watching, we're gonna breed his frogs. And we got a tiger frog, which is worth 35. I might just save all of those, and I might try breeding it with each of those to see what kind of results I get. Uh, okay, he's crying. This seems like a bad idea. What did I have him watch? Okay, it's a zombie movie. Anyways, while he's watching that, let's find a nice corner of his lot to set up his garden on. He's also hungry. Oh, okay. Hungry I can fix, and actually, while you're watching the movie, I think you can still work on that. Oh, oh, it's an item. Picture perfect art lighting. It's inspiring decor. But I don't think I've got an appropriate place to put that just yet. But that's nice to know. That'll be in there for later on once he's got a bit more of a house set up. We're going to grab a serving of those hot dogs. I think, yep, he can do that while he's watching. And then we'll go back into buy mode and stick the rest of them in your inventory again. 3 servings left. Well, I'm starting to get less concerned about needing them, but I still want to hold on to them for the moment. And so we'll put his little garden up here. He finished watching his movie. His fun motive still isn't full, but it's a yellow. So it's, again, we're back at it being in a better place. He's feeling inspired and fresh air. Interesting flick. He at least loved that movie. And moving on up is a happy +1 from his promotion. So we're definitely in a much better mood today than we were. And we'll have this lovely little section of garden once you finish eating. We will watch action. Can I cancel that out and have him do that while he's finishing up his meal? Just to keep raising his fun motive. And we will plant these once you get done. He's getting tired, so let's have you go do that real quick. Thankfully, most of his motives are actually really high at the moment. It's just fun and his sleep, which I'm sure part of the sleep issue is that I didn't give long enough between the between when he went to bed and when he went to work, so he probably didn't have his sleep motive completely full. Uh, and we'll water everything once you get done there. And let's go with speed 2 just to move things along a little. Hopefully this gets his gardening up enough to well, looks like we might get the gardening up enough. Oh, text from Sanvai Ramesh. Uh, those of you who've been following this remember that she is currently the only young adult female sim Rusty knows. The only other sim he knows is a male. So I don't even remember what life stage Jeffrey is, but Sanvai is currently the only potential spouse Rusty has to help him bring in his heir. And she says, I got a tip that it's Aliens Night at the bar tonight. Want to check it out? We're a lot closer than we were yesterday when we got texts from Jeffrey and Sanvai to go to different events, but we do not have the 1,000 simoleons we need in order to travel, so I'm going to have to decline, which is kind of unfortunate. I really do want to get him interacting with her more so that we can maybe get them together. And it looks like that didn't quite get his gardening up. But watering is also going to improve it. Who are you? I think you might be Marcus Flex. Okay. I thought I recognized him from watching my friends from April Lisa's Let's Play where she had her sim talking to him. And look at that. We've even got the carrot plants sprouting. Oh, and he's decided on his own, and I'm going to just let him do that, that he's going to come over here and chat with Marcus and whoever this is. Zoe Patel. Oh, no. Hang on. I want you to come talk to her. I don't know anything about this girl, whether she's in a relationship or not, but she's a young adult female, Resty, so you need to make an acquaintance at least. Let's see. Can we get her to stay? Brighton Day. Uh, Heartfelt compliment. We'll let him do those while I... We'll let him do those while I try and find... Get to know. We'll ask her about her career if she's got one just for... Zoe is cheerful. He learned one of her traits. Okay. Discuss interests. Zoe is unemployed. Oh, that's not a deal breaker. Okay, yeah, I know, you're tired, and she decided to walk off on us. But hey, I mean, that gives us another potential female here. As long as she's single. I don't know for sure. You're feeling kind of grungy, so we're gonna have you take a shower and then sleep. And I know your fun motive is still really poor, buddy. Uh, I've been trying to get that up for you. I did get you a TV, so, like, give me a break here. Oh, and you are going to do a slow, sluggish walk back to your lot. Okay, fine. Well, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to speed you up just a bit. So, I mean, today's actually turned out rather well. I forgot to go around and do his collectibles. That's alright, though, because I think I probably uh, brought that upon myself just a little bit by not getting him to sleep earlier than I did uh, at the start of this episode. And so hopefully we're going to get him to sleep a little bit earlier tonight, and he won't be so exhausted when he comes home from work. And he's singing in the shower. And there we have it. And uh, yeah, we'll just speed on through today, or through to waking up, and you're going to use that when you get up. And if need be, I'm going to make sure you wake up before you have to go to work so that you use that before you head in. Yes, I'm going to wake you up now. Unpleasant surroundings. I knew those were going to start having an effect. And he's browsing the web on the toilet. Okay, well, I had a suspicion that might start happening because, yeah, I saw Vahisha Taknai's sim in her videos sending a text message or something while she was using the toilet, and let's see. You want to autonomously watch Politisim. Okay. Well, while you're at that, I'm going to see if... Let's see. Objects up. No, I want room, kitchen. I'm going to guess a trash can is probably cheaper than a sink. And we have plastic disposer of trash. Hmm. I wonder if I need to get a specific one or if it matters. I'm probably just going to get that one and set it up over here so that we can get rid of all of those. And we have work in 51 minutes. But this video is probably a little bit getting a little bit on the long side, so I'm gonna pull out his food and let him watch some TV and eat. And I may not worry about these much longer because we're doing a bit better on funds now. So I might be able to start. Actually, I might be able to afford. I wonder if 550 is enough to afford him a fridge. while you're watching TV and eating your food. We'll go back into kitchens. Uh, Food quality 2, reliability 2, food quality 3, reliability 3, cooking skill. Okay, so we can afford 2 different options in a fridge. So let's get him that too. And we'll put your hot dogs in there. And I think we will call that an episode for right now. Uh, we're moving on up in the world, Rusty. So to all of you out there, have a great day or evening, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you next time. Bye.